Everybody right now has dreams, don't they, guys? All right, everybody in the NFL, I have a dream of making it in the NFL. I got a dream of winning a Super Bowl. I got a dream of being in a Pro Bowl. I'm really not into dreams anymore, okay? I'm into nightmares.
Going up top, Josh Jacobs. Harwood time, launches for Aguilar, behind the knee for the touchdown. Carr hears it out, separation, called in, Henry runs, the speed, touchdown. What a catch by Retro.
You can beat anybody, anywhere, on any time zone.
Just win, baby.
Good evening, Red Nation. It is Technical Gremlins Day. Apologies. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. It is episode 20. Today is the 5th of November, and it is Jets week. Is it a trap? Is it not a trap? Let's have a chat about it. But before that, drop your names in the drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know you're here. And before we get going, I'll bring Tony in, who's canning himself.
It's not going well, is it, mate?
No, it's really not.
Well. It really isn't. Bless you. Evening Nation, how we doing? Good week, apart from today.
It was all right up until about 10 minutes ago when everything started to fall apart. No, all good. You had a good one?
Do you know what? I really have, yeah. I've had time to digest what happened last Sunday night. And obviously
wipe it from your memory. Yeah,
pretty much. You know, you kind of in that little sort of stage of mourning, you go, right, okay, right, it's just a temporary blip, and they've gone back and they've had a week to sit and think about what they've done. So
sit on a naughty step.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, all good.
Shall I go grab the bearded one?
Yeah, go on, grab him in.
You're on mute. You're on mute. Or you're just not talking.
Well, I don't know why I was on mute then, but apparently we was. Good evening, both. How are we?
All good.
All the better for seeing you.
Oh, I love we're in a better mood this week, despite that it's Admiral Akbar week. But, you know, it's fine.
Do you know what? I've been out and I've had a fresh cut today. So what
point?
Did notice. I let the wife take the horse clippers to mine this week.
Yeah, Ollie's had a cut. Tony's had a cut. I'm wearing a hat, so I definitely haven't had a fresh cut.
It just raises your mood a little bit, doesn't it? When you have a fresh cut.
Fresh fade from the bar.
Blurs your ears or whatever the phrase is.
That's exactly what I've had, Mitch.
That's the first. Is it? Good job. I'm glad that Ollie got his first phrase right of the night, and we're only 3 minutes and 55 seconds in. So,
oh, look at that! I'm already getting called out. It's not the 5th of November. It's the 5th of December.
Wish it was the 5th of November. We'd
have
had a better record then.
Keeping you on your toes.
Hey, we're 8-7 going into the game tomorrow. So,
yeah, 16-0 as always.
Oh, what other graphics have I screwed up now?
No, you.
According to Ollie's graphics he sent us before the show, the Jets are like 11-5, I think.
Yeah. I think I fixed them all, but
do you know what? We know what you meant. That's fine. That's all fine, isn't it? And everyone in the chat knew what you meant as well. Should we do roll call?
Howdy doody.
Should we do roll call? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, roll
As
call.
always, show in, show out. Kenny Blair first in.
Fastest finger.
Indeed, fastest finger. So, welcome aboard. Simon Jordan in. Dale the Golden Commenter's in. Mr. Matt Berry's in. Mark Bloodworth. Who else we got? Oh, we got a new one. Is that Simon Cahill?
Simon Cahill, welcome.
That's not a name I recognise previously.
I thought you were going to just stop with that's not a name then. So that's very horrible.
And I'm not going to forget in this week, Jed Harris is in. Well, welcome along, Jed.
Nice. So, you know, after last week, it was a bit of a one of them.
I thought we were going to can that one.
No.
What we got? I mean, we've got a few bits and pieces in the chat with regards to, you know,
What's the general feel in like? I want to get on to the schedule, but I do. Let's just do a little mini segment here, which is like
Little baby segment.
that.
Is it bath time with Mitch again?
Do you think? I don't want to. It's like you know, episode 19.1.
Okay.
You know what's.
Do I need to karaoke? No, we don't. We're not karaoke. That's reserved for special after episodes.
I mean, as in, like, how do you kind of bounce back from what we had? Like, you know, what kind of things do you reckon have been going on in the facilities this week?
I'll bring up one thing, which is, you know, pre-game talking about.
No,
Brown,
not pre-game. I'm meaning like extended post-game.
Extended post-game.
Extended post-game.
Is this like where do you draw the line between C+ and B-? Is that what you're doing to me right now?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what? I honestly don't see that there's much difference in preparation this week at all. I really don't. I mean, last week was a blip. Nothing more, nothing less. In my opinion.
Do you?
I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I don't. I see a blip. A blip would be us losing 21-12 or 35-34. That's a blip. This wasn't. We played well, but they had a day for some reason, and they just had our number. It was more than that. It was an absolute trouncing, and
it was. And we played shit.
And this is the thing. I'd have been more annoyed had we lost by 3 points or had we lost by 7. But it got to the point, as anyone who was in the tailgate will see, it was like third quarter, and I was just laughing. I was like, "There's just nothing to say. Like, there's nothing to pin it on. Everything's bad. Everything they're doing is amazing. Like, the whole thing was just no words. Absolutely no words. I needed to watch Bob Ross to calm down. That's what I needed.
Really?
That's what's been going on in practice this week, apparently, or in the facility this week, apparently.
Oh, dear. Is that why everyone's injured? Been playing dodgeball for 4 days, and that's it. Do you reckon it's like when you get like a substitute teacher, they just start throwing chairs at each other?
You're sat there with a bag of spanners, do you reckon?
You know, a loss like that, I almost think when you've played so damn well this season so far, like a loss like that could really smash up a team. That's the time when fingers could come out pointing.
It could go 2 ways.
Yeah, exactly. It could go 2 ways. It could be the loss that cemented us, or it could be the loss that absolutely shreds us.
Is this what not what I said last week or on Monday's post game when you both sat there and took the piss out of me? When I was saying about how you come back from a loss.
You did kind of skirt around your own philosophy.
So
you came up the week before the game and went, "You're only as good as your last game," and then we lost. And you went, "Well, not always as good as your last game." I can't remember what Tony said, but Ollie said to you, Tony. But it was I watched it back and it did make me laugh. But it was something like, I can't remember. But no, I get it. I get it.
Losses like last week can define you as a team.
They can.
And a player and a coach. And it's up to you to decide how they define you.
Kenny, great comment. Abram's comment about drowning or getting out of the water was interesting. And I can't remember what the tweet was. I'm going to find it. But it was an excellent tweet by our Jonathan Abram. Because apparently he's turned into a philosopher over.
Hold on. I don't suppose, I've not seen it, but I don't suppose that quote was, you don't drown by falling in the water, you drown by staying there.
Yes, something like that.
Is it borrowed?
Said,
it's a quote from Edwin Lewis Cole.
He said,
you
don't drown by falling in the water, you drown by staying there.
Paint by numbers. That is
I thought it was paint by numbers.
That is actually currently my desktop background. That quote.
Insight into the Tony.
Ooh, we have
like an
Very much. We
It's like an episode of Through the Keyhole. Who lives in a house like this?
let's throw that away. But yeah, that is currently my desktop background, which is why I know what that quote was.
Upon scrolling through Jonathan Abrams' Twitter, he also has stuff like, "Not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path." I think he's just a natural born leader. I like him, man. Here's a question though: what does the HH stand for that he puts on his war paint?
Hello, Harry.
Obviously,
Yeah.
this is where we find out Harry Abram is his son.
No. All right. I could probably actually real time really share my share the schedule, and we can probably get moving.
Let's get going. Welcome 7:30.
Cool. Let's go. All right. So tonight, is it a trap? Then there was meant to be a little interlude, but sorry to all our Swedish watchers this evening. Someone flaked out at the last minute. Not saying any names, Skane, but you know.
He will join us. He will join
Game
us.
predictions. I've got some news for you as well. Actually, I'm going to declare this right now. See this piece of paper? This is a piece of paper. It's got things printed on it. Okay,
Printed?
I'm going to put it just there. Okay, so it's just going to be just there for the whole thing. I've written my prediction on it. No fucking about tonight.
If Ollie gets his prediction bang on, this is some David Blaine shit going on. So I'm not.
If it's not laminated, it doesn't count.
See. 7:30's got a great question.
You can watch it for the whole show. It's going to be there. I'm not going to touch it. No touchy. All right. So game predictions.
Yeah. No, we have gone.
Segment that's not on the schedule. It's a hidden one. It's a hidden segment, and then a bit of league news. Chat shit.
7:30 Jay's just got a good question for us British folk. He's just landed at Heathrow. Where can I see the game since the entire UK's on lockdown?
I can't read anything now. This piece of paper's in the way.
Firstly, welcome to the UK.
I'll just tuck it.
I hope you enjoy it.
Yes, welcome to the UK.
You must have fish and chips and at least one roast dinner whilst you're here. It's the law. As for where to watch the game, I don't think you'll be able to watch it anywhere out. Really?
No, I think you can struggle.
You will struggle.
Well, let's hit it. Let's get into it.
Go on. Yeah.
Is it a trap? Is it not? Let's go. And that, gentlemen, is why I needed you to buy time, because I hadn't done that graphic. So I quickly went and created it and exported it.
Excellent work.
Video.
I'm sure you've done that graphic.
Nope. So I appreciate everyone sticking whilst we waffled for a little bit. So
Bygones.
Right. So
London is in tier 2, Jay. So that means bars are open, but you must have a substantial meal to get a beer. And I've heard that substantial meals are. I think someone the other day said to me that they ordered a side of coleslaw and then it allowed them to buy a beer. So they just kept ordering coleslaw with their drinks.
I've
So
done
if
the
you can
intro,
find a,
mate. I've done the intro.
I know, but I'm just chatting to the chat.
Well, go do a tour guide. Mitch's tour guide segment. Jesus.
Not to be coupled with bath time with Mitch segment.
It's the whole open top bus with the jacuzzi in the corner.
Guys, I feel like we're not taking this seriously. You best not be like pulling a raider on us and like walking into this game not serious. This is proper game.
Because if we don't laugh, Ollie will cry. I think that's just it. Because I'm shitting my pants for this game. I really am.
It certainly got the opportunity for having a pants pulled down again.
Tony's shaking his head. Go on.
There's a view from the side. Go on.
Not having it.
Start us off.
Not having it.
He's not having none of it.
No,
None of it.
not having it. They've had a full week to sit and think about what they've done. And they're going to come back and we'll bounce back. Last week was a blip. Nothing more, nothing less.
Simon's comment.
See?
Pull yourselves together.
I
or
can
I'll
even
put-
hear it in his voice right now, and he means it as well. There's a waggling finger that's coming with it too.
There's no waggling finger. There's a can of Stella in each hand, I think, while he's watching on the couch. We love you,
Yeah,
Simon.
no, there's absolutely no.
He's dropped. He's gone. Numbers just dropped. Viewers
Oh,
left us.
Simon, come back.
Come back, Simon. Anyways, you think it's a blip?
I agree.
Yeah,
I
give
agree.
me
But
give me an example of another game this season where we didn't show.
there's a
I'm just challenging to get a little bit more out of you.
the thing is, I agree it's a blip. There's a big Beyonce here, though. There's a big but. The big but is that we're not good. We're not good.
J-Lo, mate. It's a J-Lo.
Yeah, it's a J-Lo. Beyonce, a J-Lo, whichever. But yeah, I'm going to tell you it. I'm going to tell you right now. What year was the last year we beat the Jets in New York? Pop quiz time. I'll give you the answer. The last year we beat the Jets in New York was 1996.
And in what month was that played?
Month, don't know. I have no idea. But I do know is that wasn't like, the third last game we played, and it's been 2 since then.
Yeah.
That was the seven games ago. We've lost the last 6 games in New York. We lost in 2019, 14, 13, 06, 05, and 97. The last win was 96.
And tell me again where you guys are sitting
Where I'm sitting,
on the fence.
I have that's prediction segment. Don't be
No,
joking.
no. As in what you just said. So it wasn't a blip.
I'm saying it wasn't last week wasn't a blip. But what I'm saying is that this isn't where we just think we're playing the winless Jets. We're going to bounce back, put a Philly burger up, and we're going to feel better about it. Because the concept that this is what I've been hearing everyone saying, the best bounce back game you could wish for is not the best bounce back wish game you could play. Best bounce back.
Banana.
Spider 2. What? It's not the best bounce back game you could wish for because we haven't beat them in 24 years.
That's a hell of a bounce back game, then, isn't it?
If we win it, but I want to play someone like the Chokers in LA or the Donkeys at home.
I don't. No, thanks.
I would feel much more comfortable with playing that game than this as a bounce
Really?
back game. Well,
Really?
we beat the Chargers a few times in the last 7.
Of all the games to have absolutely, completely shit the bed on, and then to have a team afterwards on the schedule, when I looked down it, I was like, Jets. This is the only team that we can right now use as a stepping stone to rebuild that confidence. Yes, we still can execute. Because every win, you've got to earn every win in the NFL. There's no shit teams out there, right? These guys are still professional athletes.
Yeah.
They'll still knock your block off. They're still talented enough to get to the league,
George's been driving 2 days.
But,
Years.
like,
Less than a
yeah,
literally 0.02.
I'm not predicting or anything like that. I'm just saying we got to be careful here, right?
This is my point. Like, you don't want this I can't talk. I'm drunk on tea. The most British sentence ever. I don't want this narrative in the locker room that it's a great bounce back game. We're going to smash the Jets, because then if you do go in and lose it, you're in an even worse morale standpoint than we were this week.
Do you know what? I think we said this a few weeks ago. This has got all the hallmarks of a trap game. It was last year. But I think last week was a blessing in disguise, because I think if we would have actually gone out on one last week, tomorrow would have been a huge trap game. But I think this week, after that loss to the Falcons, and quite a humiliating loss to the Falcons, Chucky's put a rocket up on every single one of their players' arse.
There is no blessing in this league that puts another L in your column at 6-5. That is not a blessing. That is not acceptable from this team.
No. Jed's
It's
just
6-5. That's almost a 500 record. That's not okay. This team is far more capable of that. than 6 and 5. You know, to be on the 11th game, I had to do some quick maths there. 11th game of the season and drop an L against a team that was 3-7 coming into that game, 3-6, whatever. Coming into that game, and we straight up crap the bed. Not okay. But the way that I see this is a blessing in disguise is that obviously JJ got hurt back end of the game. And Abrams got something wrong. I didn't realize he was banged up, if I'm honest. If you're going to rest those two guys, because we're making a push for the postseason here. If you're going to rest those two guys, this is the game to do it, because the rest of the schedule is kind of, this was the easier part of the schedule, as in the easier part of the second half that we considered easier. But you look at the teams, they're warming up. You know, I don't think the Chargers are anything to write off. That's a serious game. You know, the Donkeys are always going to be, you know, right at the end of the season, and the Donkeys are sitting there going, yeah, we can screw your chances of a wild card.
Yeah.
You know, and so that means they've got nothing to lose because they're not going to be fighting for a playoff spot. And then you got the Dolphins, who are warming. They are warming up. And who else have we got on the schedule?
Colts.
Oh, Jesus.
Arguably one of the best.
San Diego Colts. No thanks. No thanks. Not a chance.
Just before we could get lost, Jed's comment is a good stat. I feel proud. Niche stat, we are 100% when playing the Jets on December the 6th. We played them once and won in 1970. So there's some positive stats for us.
But, you know, this is the other thing is that story comes back. DC and this chilly.
I don't like getting out of bed when it's cold. So I don't want to be playing football when it's cold either. But at least I'm not being paid $25 million a year.
Yeah, but he's been paid a lot of money for the last few years, and when it's chilly, he's not so great. It's not so great. So, should we take a look at how we match up side by side? Because you'd be surprised.
Will I?
Nah, not really. Points scored, pretty much double them. Points allowed,
the same.
Pretty much the same. I'm wondering if that's a typo because
can't score. No, it's not, because I have these stats.
That's really bad.
Yeah, they are the 4th worst team for points allowed, and we are the 5th worst team from points allowed.
Wow.
The only 3 teams who allowed more points than us per game on average is the Jags, the Lions, and the Cowboys.
Fair enough. Passing yards.
You can't score 0.3 points. I'll save you some time. No, you can't. Sorry.
If you hit the upright, you get like 0.3 of a point.
Or based on the prorated amount of how much of the ball was like inside the post.
Ball hit kind of the post.
So you get 1 point.
Okay, nothing. Okay.
Oh, Dale, don't say that. I'm not even going to read that out for the audio listeners.
What is my golden commenter up to in the chat?
Dale's having a nightmare for comments tonight. He said earlier he's going to be a Niners fan if we lose. And now he's just said that Phillip Rivers makes an incredible tackle to secure the Colts win. Dale, has someone hacked his account?
Not okay. He's not making any tackles.
Tony's waiting for someone to spot his background.
You know, passing yards, yada, yada, yada. So the only place where they actually beat us is the run. And that's kind of understandable what they've got. You know, their box is pretty good.
That's worrying. Do you know why it's worrying?
Because we've got no JJ.
No, because they have lost every single game, which tells me that teams are going to be running the football out towards the end of the game, and they still haven't given up that many rushing yards. There's going to be a portion, I'd say 20% of those yards are going to be game-killing runs. So if you narrow that down, you could argue that they're only giving up 80 yards a game, maybe on the ground. I don't know. Be interesting to see that figure without, game killing.
You know what?
Robots.
So we've got Trent back this week, have we not?
That was my point I was going to make earlier. Trent Brown has flew to New York.
Has flew to New York.
Yes.
Has flew to New York.
Flown.
There you go. Well,
Geflogen, I think it is in German.
Geflogen.
Geflogen is to have flown. My German's better than my English.
So not to have flu then.
Not to have flu. Not to have flu would be to have COVID. So we're losing. We're losing it. Losing it. Right.
Completely lost that one.
Yeah.
So Trent's in town. That's a good start. As much as I think he's a total ball bag. Trent's in town.
The IR's ugly.
Yeah, like really ugly.
Is this where we address the IR?
The COVID list is still pretty busy. No, I haven't done a graphic for IR this week. The COVID list is still not phenomenal. I think we've still got some on it. IR's annoyingly busy.
I have the IR in front of me if you would like me to read.
Yeah, go for it.
Jonathan Abram is out and hasn't flown. Malik Collins is out. Thank God. Not thank God. That's horrible. I hope he's better soon, but you are trash. I'm sorry. Maurice Hurst is questionable. Josh Jacobs is out. Isaiah Johnson, the man, is questionable. And Trayvon Island Mullen is also questionable. That is my big problem here. Abram out, that sucks. But Heath's good. Harris has been doing average as the season's gone on. Not terrible, but like I've said, we possibly have got no Mullen, possibly got no Isaiah Johnson, no Mo Hurst on the line, Malik Collins on the line out as well. Abrams out in the backfield. I'm pretty sure Joyner might still be on the COVID list. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know he was on the COVID list.
I saw something about Joyner yesterday. What did I see?
Okay, D-line, Salt and Pepper are back, so that's good. Well, Salt was never out, but yeah, Salt and Pepper are back on the ends. I want to see more of Chris Smith in the interior because Chris Smith is balling out from the practice squad. Big fan of Chris Smith. But then, outside of that, if we haven't got Mullen or Johnson, Nevin Lawson and Keyshawn Nixon as our two outside corners. And then they're not going to be scared to throw it deep because who's going to hit them hard after they get past that?
Again, I'll pick our depth. I haven't said this, but I'll take our depth over their starters. I'm confident of going out there. I don't think our depth. We've had to do it all year in some places, and we're just going to have to do it a little bit more this week to make sure that we get the health back. I think it's a bit strange though that not having Abram or JJ flew with them.
Geflogen.
Not having them geflogen to New York is strange, right? Those are two leaders of the team, and I would question that decision, especially not having Abrams on the sideline. I just think.
Simon, I'm on the Raiders website, and it still says questionable for Mullen. So I'm not gonna say he's out. I don't know if they might have tweeted it and not updated the website, but I haven't seen it. And Matt said that Joyner is off of the COVID list and that the COVID list is clear.
Oh, sweet.
So that's good. I did think that because usually the COVID list appears at the bottom of the actual IR. So, okay, that's good. Dale said I should start drinking. I would welcome that. Bye, Tony.
Just the two of us.
This is an intimate show now.
I don't even have a banner for you and I. I don't even have... We're gonna have to go like to those horrible name tag things.
Are we going to do the horrible name tag things?
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah, Tony has unfortunately had to disappear on us for a short while. We
Having
hope he's back soon. Tony has
some
been
technical issues.
Tony has been placed on the IR, so that's another one to add to the list.
No, I can't do that. I'm gonna have
No.
to just like a ticker along the bottom. Here we go, ticker. There we go. This is a bit busier now. I wasn't prepped for that. I was not prepped for that.
I know it's bad because he's like our highest pick, but yeah, as Simon said, Arnett's playing. Hopefully his head's in a bit of a better place because looks a bit wobbly last week when he got dragged out the game.
Oh yeah. And this is the thing about Arnett, right? Is that I'm thinking that he's that guy that's got a really high ceiling, or is it floor, Mitch? I can't remember which way around it goes. I think he's got a really high ceiling, but I think he's just one of these guys that hand injury is just gonna screw him. He'll come back next year, and I've got this sneaky feeling he's gonna do it to himself again.
Yeah, it wasn't really his fault, was it?
No, it wasn't. No. But he just may not be one of life's healers, let's say. So should we take a look at I've got the last 5 because we'll gloss over this one fairly quickly, Rich. So obviously we're coming off a 2-game loss. They're coming off 11 games of losses. So I got the sneezes.
What's he doing? I'm going to be the only one left at this rate.
Yeah. What do you say about a team that's coming off 5 losses? They've come off 11 losses.
And how many did they lose last year?
That's a demoralized team, but they must be looking at us going, what do you reckon's going on in the Jets mindset right now?
They will be more confident of winning this game than we will. They will look at the fact of their schedule and say, this is probably our easiest game. Where's it gone?
I was just going to queue up the next one because there's not a great deal of worth on that one.
I've lost all train of thought now. They will look at this game as their most winnable game left. I think I don't know who else they've got, but they will look back at the game last year. They will look back at the last 6 games we've played them in New York, and they will look at this game as easily winnable. They will then look back at us last week and go, "Oh my God, this Raiders team are trash. We can beat them if the Falcons can beat them." And we're going to go into this game. I think if any Raiders fan isn't slightly worried,
apprehensive, yeah, right.
Apprehensive is a good word. Trepidatious is another good word. If we are not feeling an iota of worry, then I think every Raider fan is lying because you can't dismiss it. And again, I don't want to be negative again. We put up 6 points last week against the Falcons, and the Falcons have allowed one of the most points in the league. If I look at passing yards for the Falcons, I think they've allowed the most passing yards of any team. Second most passing yards, and we put up 6 points on them. That's terrible. And then last year against the Jets,
the other bad thing about that is that 6 points was 2 field goals. It wasn't even a touchdown and a missed PAT. That's the bit that pisses me off so much about that. The only stuff we had was our kicking game.
That's it. And again, I'm going to go back to the stat sheet of the last 2 of the last 4 times we've played the Jets. We've only scored 3 points against them. We scored 3 points against them last year in 19, and we scored 3 points against them in 2006.
Well, it's funny you say that because, sorry, Simon's comment there, because I was going to bring up this other one. If tanking happens, surely the Jets GM wants to tank. I just wondered if we'd got the memo too late to go and tank. And oh shit, yeah, we're meant to tank this season for another year so that we could go and get Trevor to replace DC. I did wonder if did we forget that we were a year behind and we needed to tank another one in Chuggy's plan to get a new QB? I don't know.
We know Chucky loves a QB challenge, but I'll personally write him a letter because I've just bought a DC jersey.
Head to heads?
Head to head.
Now, we're getting so far into the season now. This one goes a little bit batshit. I'll be honest. Whoa. And thanks, Tony, for calling out the fact that I had awarded them 4 wins against the Donkeys, Chiefs, New England, and Chargers.
That was an interesting.
This is why we now started to get stuff proofed. Obviously, they've had some lower scoring affairs with Buffalo, which surprises me, right? Because Buffalo's an air team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the secondary should be toast tomorrow. Should be toast, and it's their box that keeps them in games. You know, maybe not from a pass rush perspective. I'm looking from stopping the run. So I wonder what we're going to see. I'm just focusing on the Buffalo situation because that is a team that I would say is quite similar in what we do. The way their construct is. So they have a good run game, but their pass game, when it clicks, is freaking awesome. Which I would say is we have an above average run game. And when our pass clicks, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So they kept him fairly quiet. I'd say there's 2 pretty low scoring affairs. And within 2 scores?
Yeah.
Well, 1 score on the other one. Donkeys, this again, I'm just looking at the points they have scored because that's what I want to look at. Now, was this? Yeah, no, it would be the same roster that we played because they played them not far apart from when we played them.
Yeah.
And they put 28 points on them.
Yeah, they did.
And not Trevor Simeon. He's long gone. Drew Lock with 37 points on him. So this is what I'm saying is there is the capability to run points on the Jets, but they will put points up themselves. KC, forget about it. Like it's a different breed with KC, and I'm not worried about that. New England, now they played them later in the schedule. Once New England were on that steady decline.
Yeah.
We played, I'd say, arguably the toughest New England team that you could play.
I think New England's best game was against us, and that's nothing to do with us playing bad. I think they just played their best game against us.
Yeah, and I think since then they've been off a cliff. So, but the Jets put a legit score against them. That's a good score, but different team, different. I just think it's a different team. And they put 30 points on the Chargers. There's more than we put on them. So there's not a great deal I could say there, right?
No, not really. My biggest concern is the rest of the Jets schedule. And I'll tell you for why. Since the inception of a 16-game season in the NFL, another little pop quiz moment for you. How many teams, since it's been a 16-game season, have not won a game for an entire season?
How many teams or how many times has it happened?
Both, because
I don't know fucking answer if I'm honest.
Two.
Really?
The 08 Lions and the 2017 Browns were the only 2 teams to have a winless season, with it being 16 games. Now compare that to how many teams have had 1 win since there have been 16 games is 10. The odds on the Jets going with no wins this year is so slim. It's so slim and rare that happens. And that's why I'm worried about the rest of the schedule, because their schedule going forward is the Seahawks, the Rams, the Browns, and the Patriots.
I've just got this feeling, Rich, and this is a little bit of a cheeky plug if I'm totally honest, is I've got this feeling when we're sitting on the virtual tailgate this Sunday, which is available throughout the entire game at silverandblackuk.com/meet for all paid members. Go there, log in, you can get access. I've just got this feeling that you're going to have all pictures of our sofas. because everyone's going to kind of be like this through this game.
Yep. I'm so I've said it on the show in week bloody 5, whatever week it was.
We've been calling this one a trap for a long time.
Yeah, we have.
A game in New York against what was going to be a very, very underrated team.
I kept saying it. I don't want to play the Jets in New York if they haven't won a game. I just don't want to do it because this 3.5 hours tomorrow, honestly, is going to... Yeah, I'm sorry, Tony. Tony's just said such a downer.
So let's turn it around, right?
We need to believe, but you know,
we're getting an O-line back if Trent flowed to New York. If Trent had flowed to New York, obviously Richie's gone for the season. Whether Trent's there or not, I think it's a very serviceable O-line. My concern about JJ being gone is just my normal concern is about depth. But Ingold, I haven't heard anything about his ribs. Have you still got the injury report? What's Ingold? Has he been full all week? Probably because he's a champ.
Alec Ingold is limited practice on Wednesday and then full practice thereon. So yeah.
So, in the backfield, Booker. This is the game that Booker can go, I'm legit. I am serviceable number 1 QB still in this league. This is maybe not with the Raiders.
You said QB.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Have you just called a hot take?
This is not Denver.
One touchdown pass from Devontae Booker.
So I think that's the time when Booker can come out and show that he is legit a rushing a rushing threat still in the league.
100%.
And then we've still got
Riddick.
Richard.
Oh, and Richard. I didn't know if Riddick would have been activated, but
I'm pretty sure he's active.
Riddick, because he was bouncing between the practice squad.
No, Riddick's not. Riddick went down on his practice squad this week.
I just didn't know if we'd pulled him up because of JJ going down.
I don't know. Maybe there's been something in the last 48 hours. So backfield, there we go. O-line is fine. Outside
needs to improve from last week, big time, because that Jets D-line, I think, is their best position group.
But I mean, we're putting the best O-line out that we've got.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. On the contrary, we played a terrible O-line game last week.
You've got Trent out there. That's the same O-line that we played the Chiefs again with.
Trent didn't play with us with the Chiefs, did he? Or did he come back? I can't remember. Honestly, can't remember. I can't. But either way,
we played football without Trent. So I'm not overly concerned there. Colton is balling, so that's fine. Receiver wise, everyone's out there. They need to have a day, and they need to actually start catching some damn footballs. This is the interesting one. I don't know the pedigree on Booker because obviously JJ came into the season. He said, "I want to catch 60 footballs." Mm-hmm. What's Booker like as a receiving back?
All at once.
Oh shit!
What's Booker? Well, we wouldn't use Booker as a receiving back if Rashard's back. Rashard would just be go-to third down back.
Oh, please no.
And Ingold's been catching passes. Ingold's been looking at 2 defensive backs and gone, I'm just going to run between the middle of you, and absolutely snow plowing the hell out of 2 people. I think Devontae will be the last call for catching passes. I don't think he's caught passes with us yet. Maybe 1 or 2 in a game, but Tony, I'm sorry to Tony's in the chat now. Tony, I'm sorry to break it, but yeah, Jalen Richard is our third down back. As much as you don't like it.
Exactly. Wrong one. So yeah, I think with this, so I was coming to the receivers. I think with the secondary that we're coming up against, I think this is the day that we need to have that ability for Ruggs to take it off, let Renfro some people, because he is a verb now. It is established. Waller needs to show up.
Yeah.
We
Also-
got Edwards. We might, Edwards had one grab last week.
This is
I
what I'm
think
getting
Edwards is
onto,
going to be
yeah.
interesting this week as well. So
I can't wait to see Edwards.
we might see him come into the game because I think this has got to be a game that we pass, and it's got to be out of the box. It's got to be working. So it's going to be the outbreaking stuff. I might be completely fucking wrong here, but I think it's going to be. Do you remember when earlier on in the season when I was saying we made a conscious decision for all of our routes to break in, and then the next game, conscious decision when I looked at all the routes, everything broke out. I think this is the game when we go back to the breaking out, just chipping away all the way up them.
This was an interesting thing on receivers that I saw. I know I called out Ruggs on the post-game show saying, where is he? Ruggs was our most targeted receiver last week. And I didn't know this because you don't often see receiver stats where it says targets and completions. But apparently he was our most targeted receiver. And this narrative now has been, where's Ruggs? Why don't we target him? Last game, admittedly, again, asterisk game, not a good game. Apparently we were targeting him. But then you've got to ask the question, is the reason we put 6 points, no touchdowns on the board because we targeted him the most and he's just not good enough to be that number one guy? Again, big asterisks. Can't really. Last week is not a measuring stick by any stretch of the imagination, but you can't ignore it.
So looking at the other side, so we looked a lot about the offense, but looking at the other side, I think, we've got to get some freaking sacks, man. We've got to.
Yep.
Like that D line needs to have a field day. It needs to absolutely feast on Darnold because you put pressure on him, which we're very good at putting pressure on, but not actually getting there. You put pressure on him and he just coughs it up.
How much have we missed Ferrell? How much have we missed Cleveland Ferrell? I wouldn't have.
We'll find out.
I wouldn't have even guessed it. But these last two games, I have been like, holy crap, Clee is missing. And this whole bust fourth pick overall, shut up. Clee's a beast. Absolute animal. I want to see him explode. No, he's not going to get sacks all year. But nor did Jadeveon Clowney, and he's going to get a gold jacket. But on the run, Clee will go, no, yeah, not coming in.
Right.
And then he takes double teams away, and then Max eats.
Let's go for it. I think we've been priming for it for the most of the thing, so I think it's probably about time. We cut to the next little segment.
Mm-hmm.
It's the main bit. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try and go really fast. Ready? Go for it.
Clickety click click.
Yes, I got it.
I
got it. Nailed it. I've got my paper. Got my paper.
Good.
Okay, I haven't. So I'll hold it here for the call for the this hand
for the call.
Click with the mouse.
Clickety-click.
So game predictions time.
I wanted to do my best Tony Law impression.
Well, this is the thing, right? It's like I did this for you, Tony, because you always called me out. I did this for you. I'm upset he's not here. But Tony, if you can make sure, I tell you what,
hot take and prediction in the chat.
Let's just kill a little bit of time. Tony, could you please put in the chat? Because I know you're in the chat. Could you put your hot take? And could you put your score prediction, please? And everyone else in the chat and comments and whether you're on the YouTubes, the Facebooks, the Periscopes, the Twitters, go with the scores. No differential, proper scores. Who you got for the win? But Tony, let's go for it. Give us your hot take. And
do you want me to go while Tony's talking?
No, I'll keep an eye on it. Ed Vila's come in with a Tony.
He's done it again. He's calling it.
Tony has put his hot take in the chat. Hot take.
There's famous
Jalen
mock day.
Richard, 93 yards, touchdown on a pitch. Are you saying that that's a fumble recovery for their defense for 93 yards for a touchdown off a pitch to Jalen Richard? Yeah, I think you are. I think you are. I've still got the paper. Tony, give us your scores on the doors. And I've even got Tony's graphics this evening. He doesn't get. Here we go. Tony. Oh, he's gone for a 50 burger again. Tony, Raiders 55, Jets 12. I'll give you your graphic.
Hey, listen, I don't have a disco in here. I don't have a disco. Well, let's all start dancing.
Yeah, man.
New graphics.
New graphics.
Toys to play with. Toys to play with. Right, let's cut to it. Oh, not me. Mitch, give us your hot take.
I hate this game. I hate this game. And I honestly still don't know. I could talk all day about what I think will happen and I'll still be wrong. While we're on the subject and what I still think, I was. What have you found?
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but I've got to bring this hot take on because this is genius. Jed.
Oh, no.
Jed Harris says, hot take, Peterman to start, Raiders 34, Jets 17. I will laugh so hard if that happens. And I will watch the rest of the game from behind my sofa. Sorry, Mitch. Let's go for it.
I'm not buying myself time to think, but on the subject, I did think I was going to get close last week with AJ Cole not punting, which nearly happened, but for all the wrong reasons. We didn't even get to fourth down, but I digress. This week's hot take will be better. My hot take this week is that we will show up, we will learn from our mistakes, and we will score 2 defensive touchdowns. That's my hot take. I don't know what they're going to be, but we're going to score 2 defensive touchdowns. Score prediction. This is where it gets interesting. It's going to be horrible. I think it's going to be not a high-scoring game. My prediction is the game ends. New York Jets 23. The Las Vegas Raiders 23. And I can see this game going to overtime.
Tony, what's he done to us?
And in overtime, I think there's at least a possession each. And I think Sniper comes out, Daniel Carlson, 50-yarder, through the sticks, 26-23 Raiders. I think we make this the most difficult game ever, but we snap the 7-game, 23-year losing streak to the Jets in New York. But I think it takes us to overtime. 26-23 after overtime. I'm sorry, but this ain't going to be no cakewalk.
Hey, listen, I don't have a disco in here. I don't have a disco. Well, let's all start dancing.
He really didn't want to use the animation because of how batshit it was. But no, I
can't watch that. I can't watch that.
I know. I will put my hands up. Dale, it's the finest British tea. Asking what's in my mug. No, honestly, I really want to come out and say 40 burger, 50 burger, 3-score win. And it does kind of contradict my hot take. But I just don't see this being the game we all want it to be. We all want it to be a 30-point win. Just don't think it's going to be. I just don't think it's going to be. The history tells us that. So I'm tagging out. Hot tag.
I don't know if I can talk, man. I don't know if I can talk. Like
I'm a realist, unfortunately. I'm
done. You think we're going to finish regulation in a tie with the Jets?
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes. That's how bad I think it's going to be.
I've not even got Tony here to chastise you or anything. Yes, sir! Hey, he's back.
I'm back.
Oh, missed you, Tony.
Mitch, what?
Did you just
What's
come to
wrong
save
with
the day? Did you just come
I
to save
did,
the day?
I did come to save the day.
I just give me anything that can make me think otherwise, because I just don't see. I just don't see.
Goddamn Raiders.
We have scored. Last time we played the
Goddamn
Jets.
Raiders.
Last time we
No
played the
way.
Jets, we put 3 points up. Last week we put 6 points up. 4 games ago against the Jets in New York, we put 3 points up as well. Like, I just don't understand how.
We can beat anybody, anywhere, on any fucking time zone.
that we can, but I don't think this is the one.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I haven't got a hot take. I've thought about this one. I'm too apprehensive about this game because I've seen us play really good football, and last week has really knocked me. Really knocked me, and I do think it's knocked that team. If I was going to go anything out there, and I don't think this match is my score prediction either, is a hot take that it's 4 field goals. Because I just don't know if we actually are able to do stuff out there as an offense. I'm really concerned about our offensive productivity. And that is why I'm glad you're back, Tony. That is why.
Are we going to show? Oh,
Raiders 28, Jets 10. I just don't think this should be a team that we're putting 48, 50 on. I'm just thinking we're going to struggle. But because we've got to redefine ourselves in the game. And you don't do that overnight. You don't do that in 5 days, especially when, let's not forget, they weren't allowed in the facilities for 2 days. Mm-hmm. And they had to travel. I don't think we're back up to full fighting fitness yet.
I've just done some quick maths because I needed to do it. But the last 5 games in New York, what we've played against the Jets, the combined score would have the game at Raiders 57, New York Jets 119. They are more than doubling us in points over the last 5 games we've played there. So again, Sean's with me. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be horrible. And like you said, they are going to be thinking that it's their only win of the season. We're going to be thinking that, oh crap, we need to bounce back after the Falcons game. I just can't see anything that points to this being a cakewalk.
So what other comments do we get in there? I was too excited that Tony came back, if I'm honest. What did we get there? We got Helinda came in at 27-14.
Good.
Pretty close. Clive Knowles has got 24-13.
Good stuff.
22-20 with Sean. Yeah, that's a close game.
Simon says different coaches, different teams, and I agree, but that was also the case after the last 7 games, 1996 through to now. Like
27-16. These are not big scores from the Raiders. I think there is a little bit of apprehension out there. You know, my golden commentator Dale is out there with 16-10. Matt Berry 34-13. Mark Bloodworth out there with 24-17.
What a great last name.
That's epic. Kenny Blair 27-24. You know, we had Tony. I'm trying to find Ed's prediction in here as well because I need to.
You're going to ask me the color, aren't you? I was looking the color up, but I was desperately trying to get.
Here we go. So we got Ed Vila's coming with 31-28. You got color code for me there, Tony?
Yes, that is slightly off teal,
which is navy green.
Yes, teal is navy green.
Excellent.
But that's slightly off teal. There's a slight red hue to that one.
You know, it's going to be one of those that I think it's going to be a watching it from behind the sofa type of game,
I agree.
where you watch it going, come on, guys,
And I
more than capable. And I'm not saying anything like, oh, we're not capable of it anymore. I'm just saying, like, we don't have pedigree in New York. The New York offices are pretty close as well, so like they can make a decision real freaking quick. Yeah, I really want to see DC go out there. Like Sean says, I'm hoping for DC to light it up this week. You know, I think he had baby brain last week.
Are we gonna
I think genuinely, like,
a
he's
celebration?
having a baby the next day. Like, I'll let him off, but you got to show the fuck up.
Are we gonna get a baby celebration? If he scores, didn't bloody score last week, the clown.
Yeah.
I digress. No, I agree with everyone. Like, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination telling people that we're not going to win. I'm not telling you that all your predictions and scores are wrong. I want that to be true, but I want to put it on record so that if we have to go into Monday's show with 168 blood pressure because this game went to overtime, that I can sit here and be, you know, a little bit smug and say, I told you so.
Sorry, can I just say, after last week's performance and putting the ball on the ground 4 times, do you really think Heather has let Derek do any of that at all?
Touche.
I'll take him, Derek. You concentrate on football. I'll take her. Sorry, her, not him. Her.
Yeah, she's on the phone to her sister, being like, "They've shut the facility for 2 days. That means he's going to be here. How do I get him out of the house?"
Can we borrow mattresses, please?
Bubble wrap on everything.
Yeah. And his hands are like gaffer taped together, so he's got no choice. Right.
What was that film where they actually gaffer taped the ball to the running back's hand? Oh, what film was it?
It's probably The Longest Yard or something like that.
No,
it was a high school running back who kept on dropping the ball.
No, that's not part of Friday Night Lights, is it? That's epic.
It might be. It might be.
Epic. Like the TV show and the film and the book. I got a book. Never read it. I read the back.
News, Ollie reads. No, he doesn't read. Okay, cancel that breaking.
Yeah.
Ollie reads.
Anyway, now that we've got Tony back, you know what it is, peoples. It is the finest segment in podcasting in the entire realm of all podcasts, not just Raider podcasts. It is Tony's Totally Irrelevant News.
Evening. Tony's Totally Irrelevant News. Saturday, the 5th of November edition.
The DeLorean special.
Cobblers. Specifically Romanian cobblers, and more specifically this Romanian cobbler, Grigor Loop, who made an absolute killing back in May when he released his size 75 boots that he'd bespoke made. It was to help for social distancing.
Oh.
It was to help for social distancing because he was walking around town and he noticed that people were still standing far too close together.
How was he walking around? You mean tripping up around town?
Well. So he noticed that people were kind of still standing close together. So he made these size 75 boots, and they've taken off. So there is a US rock band who has been unnamed, but have actually put an order in for the size 75 boots.
Are they called Bigfoot?
They could well be. There was also a few other people, a Belgian dance group. So anyway, the reason why this is irrelevant news,
and Michael Phelps,
is because what you see in this picture up here is his winter edition of the boots. They were so popular in May. He's come out with a winter collection. That's incredible. So
could we get a members discount for them via SBUK?
Well, he's had a mention on TTIN now, so you know,
world's his oyster.
This is it. I'm telling you, on the catwalks next year, you're going to see this. Anyway, Who wants some beaver?
Wouldn't say no.
All right, beaver. A little bit of Saturday night beaver. I was going to do this Monday night show, but I thought no, because you've got to wait till Saturday night to have some Saturday night beaver, haven't you? Anyway, so this is the story of beavers building the first dam for 400 years in Exmoor. And the reason that is because beavers in the UK were extinct in the 16th century through hunting, and we've only just started reintroducing them back. And in January this year, we reintroduced some beavers back into Exmoor, and they've gone and built a dam. And this is the dam they've built.
That's great news.
It is great news.
It's not irrelevant. I think it's great news. That's my kind of article.
It's irrelevant to the show, but it is good news.
Great news. Mother Nature's coming back.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you know, it's a bit underwhelming as far as a dam's concerned, and they've clearly done it in a bit of a stream.
I think it's a damn good effort.
It is a damn good effort, yes. So, yes, beavers are back in the UK, and I guess if everything goes according to plan, we'll have beavers walking around with size 75 boots next year. And anyway, so that's all from me this week. Thanks a lot.
Great.
Thanks,
stuff.
Tony, mate. I love it. I absolutely love that
You're welcome.
segment.
You're welcome.
Puts a good grin on my face.
I
I
had
talk absolute codswallop for an hour and get demoralised or overhyped, and then that one just levels us again, brings us back to normality.
Yeah.
I had a nice little one-liner to do after that, and then I realised I got the complete wrong animal. So let's move swiftly on.
Well, no, let's not. What was the animal?
Not a beaver. That's what you need to know.
No, it's not. I need to know more. What was it?
Saw the dam, got excited, forgot that there is not just one animal that makes a dam. Next segment.
No, I quite like this segment.
Yeah, so do I. I like this segment.
No, I was going to.
Nature with Mitch.
This is the Mitchell Attenborough show, yeah. No, I was going to say, with how cold it is in the UK right now, that's one animal I'd like to be, a little otter. But it wasn't an otter. It was. Otters do make dams though too. I'm led to believe.
Oh mate.
No, it's definitely beaver.
We do actually have a member of Silver and Black UK who is an ecologist, so he would appreciate that type of news.
Okay. Who is this?
Huh?
I failed in my irrelevant news. I've actually given out some news that's relevant to.
That is relevant to one of our members. Paid member.
That's like
But
you're
for,
like
for GDPR purposes, I can't share his name.
Well, I mean, let's next Saturday it's back to Mongolian cricket then, I suppose.
If you could get a segment on Mongolian basket weaving, our viewership would skyrocket.
Jed made a comment earlier that even the Mongolian cricket team could beat the Jets, which is a game I would very much like to see. If the Jets were at one end of,
Are they going to play? Are they going to play football or are they going to play cricket?
This is my point that the cricket team would come out with cricket bats on like a football field.
Well, that's not fair, mate.
And you just merge the
They're going
games
to beat
together.
them. They've got cricket bats.
Yeah, the term "beat" was literal, not figurative.
Anyways,
We're going to need cricket bats. Said it here first.
we are going wrong here. Okay.
Let's get some comments in. Let's do some around the league news.
Let's get some around the league news.
Around
I
the
don't
news.
think it needs a cutscene or anything. We just put the banner on. We do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, which I've already put the banner on, so I guess we're already there.
Journey is complete.
The journey is complete. I'm trying to get this off.
He's having a Western Supermare.
I will say, everyone lean up. Oh, step over the comment. Like a beaver.
Or a little otter.
You can get yourself some epic discounts and all sorts of wonderful stuff, including the Doofadinger virtual tailgate. I forgot even what I'm plugging there. If you are a member, it's 20 quid a year. It goes to charities. The news is not here this week. Very soon, news about some of the charities that Silver and Black UK have supported this year. To sign up, go silverandblackuk.com/sign up. Easy. You don't need the dash in there anymore either. You can just put sign up and sign up. 20 quid a year. Supporting charities and get yourself some wicked swag shipped to you. It's pretty cool. Anyways, league news.
Tumbleweed. I don't have any league news. I'm pretty sure there is. I haven't found any. So
There was one that I saw.
whilst we
That's
dig
it.
for news,
Blout has retired.
oh, good year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Korea.
And I've just Googled it because I couldn't remember who it was. I just knew it was a running back that had been to New England. And also Stephen Hauschka has retired after 13 seasons.
Good job on them. They've had some very good years of football.
Oh, they're household names.
But,
They can have a comment on here.
maybe not in the UK. LeGarrette Blount, you say? Philip? I've never heard of him.
Oh.
Bye, Tony. He's come in. He's done his news. He's told me off for my predictions.
At least, if he's had to step away, at least we got TTIN out of him. I love TTIN.
Matt has just brought something up that we haven't discussed.
Oh.
We haven't discussed.
Oh,
the team.
Look, I don't know if I can. I don't think I can.
I will just say one sentence. The fact that they can, in the same week, make a team play with no quarterback. As much as I hate the Donkeys, they make a team play without a quarterback. Is the same week they delay another game by 6 days.
6.5 days.
6.5 days.
Yeah,
and like Dale's just said,
are they losing it out? And the funny thing is, right, is that the Steelers are bitching and moaning. We've got to play 3 games in 12 days. It's not fair.
Shut up.
I mean,
that's
WTF, man. NFL officers, you need to sort your shit out because you see all of this kicking off, and like Denver had some contact tracing, and I still don't even think they've got any positives from any of those QBs in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they've had any positives, and yet they have to play with no QB. And on this, as you say, on the same freaking week, the bounce game out, and you're like.
And the best thing is, they bounced our game out of the Sunday night spot straight away. And I understood that because my brain said, okay, they have a contractual deal for a Sunday night football game. If we're showing signs of it, we need to be out of that spot so they can fill it, get their revenue. I get that from a business decision. But this is a Thanksgiving game. This is arguably one of the most watched. This is the most watched game of the year. The Thursday night Thanksgiving game.
So investigation pending on the Ravens in from Simon Jordan. Investigation pending. Hold the crap. Okay. When they came to the Raiders, it was like not even freaking 24 hours. Boom. There you go. Have all your fines. We'll have your pick. Yeah. Investigation pending with the Ravens. So what? We're going to get judgment tomorrow? Because I freaking hope so. And this is the only time I'm going to feel sorry for. And I'll call them by their name because I feel sorry for them. For the Denver Broncos, I genuinely, and those guys over at Broncos Europe that joined us, the sound people, I genuinely felt sorry for what happened to Denver. I think that was an absolute travesty. The NFL fucked them.
The only solace to be taken from that is that they could have looked at that game and said, at least it's the Saints game where we haven't got a quarterback, because they probably were thinking, we ain't winning this anyway. So at least it's that. But yeah, it's so bad. And the thing that goes further is that Goodell was questioned about this on the Wednesday night when it was rearranged. He got brought into the broadcast and got questioned. And the presenter said, why did this game get postponed 3 times when the Broncos had to play without a quarterback? And what did he say? The COVID's terrible. All's terrible. We're just being safe. Shut up and answer the question.
No team is anywhere near our fines. I think the worst one that's been handed out is 500 grand, and we were at 1.2, but we've had more.
We have lost a 6th round draft pick.
which the Saints lost the 7th.
And I'm going to get onto this. Riled. We got that docked, and I get that it's wrong. So don't.
No. We forfeit it. Is the words we have to forfeit it? Not being docked.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go and say it because like I'm not a COVID sympathizer or a non-believer or whatever. The thing is, we had 10 players at a charity event designed by Darren Waller to get people with drug and alcohol and substance abuse off of the streets of Nevada. That is a great cause. And yes, it doesn't excuse the fact that 10 of our players weren't wearing masks. I understand that and I get there's implications.
The entire duration.
It wasn't the entire duration. They were wearing masks at some points, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But then the Saints have a problem and they have their whole team celebrating without masks that was then uploaded to their Twitter with players' phones. That's so much worse than trying to get help for vulnerable people.
So look,
and they get a 7th round, and we get a 6th.
I'm going to try and move this on because otherwise, you and I are going tinfoil hats locked in, and the show's carrying on for another hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. And I'm sure the viewers, as much as they love that, they probably want to go to bed at some point.
Yes,
so
I want to go to bed.
To move this on, at least the NFL does have another favorite pastime of theirs to be able to do this week, which is show a headline that says, this person in this picture wearing a Raider jersey, wearing a Raider helmet, has been arrested. Don't they love those headlines? Vontaze Burfict arrested for battery. I don't know what the story is behind it. To be honest, I scrolled straight past it. I like Vontaze Burfict, but if he's beating people up, that's not okay. Moving on.
This isn't even around the league news, but this is also it's football. But
it's football.
It is football.
Football.
Yes.
Okay.
It's
I already found it humorous.
Yeah, it is football.
Football.
It's not league news, but it's football news.
Football news.
Football. Right. I'm just trying to find his name. There was a high school player who was ejected by an official in a high school game, who subsequently then ran onto the field and blindside attacked the 61-year-old official.
That was shocking.
That man needs putting in jail. He was arrested. He was sent on a battery charge, and his bail or bond was $10,000. That's nothing.
I just think it was a disgrace, an utter disgrace.
I was trying to find his name, but you know what?
I have his name.
I don't want to. No, I'm going to go off it. I don't want to give you his name because I don't think he's worth it. I don't want to.
He's just a football player.
Yeah. No, his name is Emmanuel.
I don't want to give his name out because he's a clown and he doesn't deserve to have any credit. But Fred Garcia, the official, T's and P's, get well. Don't stand for that shite. Yeah, okay. That's not a representation of football. Oh, and the team voluntarily pulled out of the playoffs, according to Dale.
Oh, right.
Was that a voluntary, like our 6th round pick?
I think we're done.
Yeah. This was a very heated around the news segment.
I'll tell you what, we've had shit around the league news for a number of weeks now, but this is a good one.
Yeah, I want some good around the league news. I don't want to talk about players getting ill, and I don't want to talk about horrible things.
I'm bored of this freaking COVID stuff.
Let's finish on some good news, which you addressed earlier.
Pictures of Raiders, even that AB clown. Whenever they show, actually, it has changed. The narrative has now changed. I did see an article on AB where they were saying what crap he was up to, and they showed him in a New England jersey, and I was like, yes, you're not doing the Raider jersey anymore. I was like, yes, thank goodness.
Yeah, I bet he's still former Raiders player, though, isn't he?
Oh, of course, former Raider player. Yeah, every time.
Anyway. I don't want to go political on it. No, I'm not going to go political on it.
No, don't go there.
But let's end the show. No, I'm not.
Don't go political, Mitch. This is a football show.
No, we're zipping.
He's going there. I had to do it. I've got a feeling he was going there. Yeah, I booted him.
I don't know where he's going with it though. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think I want to know, if I'm honest.
Maybe we'll save it for episode 20.1.
Ooh, 20.1.
Would it be a 20.1?
What's this? Some sort of smile type. We good? We good? I don't know what he's doing.
No, I think he's saying I've calmed down. Please take me off the naughty step. I'm good. Good boy.
It's nothing political. I'm saying let's end the Around the News segment with some good news, some happy news that our quarterback, Derek Carr's had a baby girl. So that's some good news right there. Let's just end the show with that. Happy families in
All
Las
right,
Vegas.
we'll take that as a closer.
Nice thing to close on. Girl dad.
There we go. Yeah, congratulations, Derek. And is it Heather?
Heather, yes.
Yes, Heather.
First name terms.
Heather,
Yeah.
the most worried mother in the world ever.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I think I'd be worried if I was. No, I'm not even going to go there. That's not even for prime time. That's not tasteful. What I was going to say.
Is
It was
is it
about
your
Mr.
turn?
Rivers' wife.
Is it your
Right.
turn to change the
And on
baby,
that
Derek?
bombshell,
Oh, no. I'll do it.
on that bombshell, it's been a blast. Thanks very much, guys, for joining us in the comments.
Oh, hang on. Oh,
We got a new listener popping in last minute with a comment. What a
snuck in
great-
there.
Great way to end the show. Gabriel Ramirez, welcome.
Welcome, mate. Thanks for joining us from LA.
are we going to bring that up on the screen? Because that'll be a.
It's going to fill us all up.
Oh, okay. I figured that was going to go. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Welcome along.
loving it. Well, Gabriel, we are here live every Saturday, and to everyone as well. Every Saturday, every Monday from 8 p.m. UK time, and Pacific, that is noon. And we love you guys. Join us. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, it's on the Periscopes.
And all good Spotify. No, that's wrong. All
and
good
Spotify. I
podcast-
should
all
have it
good-
on
all
Spotify
good podcast streaming services. That's what I'm going for.
if they're called Spotify.
Are we not on any more?
We're on some others, but they're not very good.
We're on the Apple one, and I can confirm it works.
Oh, we're on the Apple one. I didn't even know that.
This will obviously be going out on the podcast. So if these are vetted, we'll only be available on Spotify from now on. The other one's not very good.
Get an email from Bill Gates going, "What?
Yeah.
Not Bill
Why
Gates?
Bill Gates?
No, he's not the thing, is he?
No, he's not.
Who's the guy I'm thinking of?
Well, you're going to say
Jobs.
Steve
No, he's
Jobs,
dead.
but-
He's dead. Oh,
Right.
yeah.
On that,
Can confirm.
news-
Up there,
there
with,
you go.
in good company with
Merv
Murph
Pancake.
and Crime in Sports and True Crime Garage. So let's just ignore my listening habits.
Nice. Sweet.
Raiders fan,
Right, so
Crime in
yeah, we
Sports
are
is
here
fine.
every Saturday, every Monday for your live chat and banter and predictions and recap and stats and all sorts of good stuff. If we don't see you before Monday, we'll look forward to welcoming you all to the virtual tailgate, silverandblackuk.com/meet. We'll open the gates 15 minutes before kickoff and it will go all the way through the game. It is truly some good banter throughout.
And it could last an hour after the game if last week's anything to go by.
Yeah, it went on for ages last time. It was brilliant. Anyways, on that bombshell,
Been a pleasure.
go
boys.
Raiders.
There you go, Raiders.
I haven't queued up the outro yet.
Oh,
so
no.
come on, give me a little bit more time.
I'm holding the fingers. LV.
There you
let's
go. I'm ready. Go Raiders.
Episode 20.1.
20.1.
Secret episode.
It's got its own banner.
Oh,
I just had to
yes.
come back because Dale, my golden commenter.
Yes, I saw that.
Go Beavers.
Go Beavers.
Hopefully we're not saying damn tomorrow. But Derek is going to wish he was a little off to tomorrow. I'm out.
Yeah, you're out on that one.
Fierce
I'm
Raider 88 has joined as well last minute for the encore part of the episode.
Oh yeah,
Loads of new faces. Welcome.
loads of new faces joined us. They've found the cheat code.
They've found
is
the cheat
extra
code.
bonus section that goes on.
L1, R1, L2, R2, up, down, left, right. Wait for
They
the
found the secret episode that happens at the end of shows.
I don't know. After Mitch's jokes, then I think we really should knock these post show episodes off, shouldn't we?
I'm just hopeful that one day we get Mitch singing again.
See,
Wow.
this is special occasions. This is special occasions. That was I'm pretty sure that's
How about them Beavers though?
Oh dear.
Love some beavers.
That's why he's my gold commenter. We've got 8 people watching, by the way, if anyone's interested. 8 people know the cheat code. Shh, it's just between you guys and us. Like, it's the secret bit. Don't tell anyone. We just keep it our little one.
I'm no part affiliated with that comment.
No. Anyways, Fierce Raider 88. Awesome to have you here. But do a quick plug. We're here 8 UK time I'm not sure where you are, Fierce Raider 88, but we're 8 UK time every Saturday and Monday. That's 12 Pacific.
And all the time zones in the middle.
And you just happened to stumble upon one of the finest extra bonus sections, but not the finest segment in football, because that is Tony, who's that guy there in the middle, is Tony's Totally Irrelevant News.
Yeah.
But as we said, all on YouTube's, all on Spotify's, all on the Apple podcast services.
I
20
definitely recommend. Go on. 21.
I was just trying to calculate how many hours of crap we've spoken so far.
We average about an hour and a quarter. We've done 20 episodes, so 25.
So 25, yeah. 25 hours of
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Right. On that bollocks stat.
Encore
I think
episode
we're
done.
We're out.
Thanks, guys. Always
That's
a
the way
blast.
to
I'll catch you guys later. $20.2.
We're back. Wisconsin. What are you up to?
Why are we?
Look at that. There's still there's 5 people. Now you found the super secret one where you've gone through the left door, then done the cheat code. Wow. Why? You can't put that comment. Delete the comment. People can't know that this is going on. We shook some. Oh, someone's come back. Oh no, they've gone again.
I don't want to go to bed.
Should we? Do you know what? As this is this super secret cheat code 0.2 episode.
Wait. You mean? Oh no, can't do it. 0.2 B.
Ooh. Shall we just for those 8 people that are now still with us?
Oh, they're coming back.
Should we do it?
What?
Should we have a little bonus TTIN?
A little secret TTIN.
A little cheeky little secret TTIN.
Open the curtains on Tony then.
Okay, right. Don't tell anyone because this is the super secret 20.2 TTIN. Oh, that's a lot of T's. Anyway,
20.2 B.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know why I'm whispering. So anyway, apparently amid a pandemic, orders for a Brazilian robot that feeds pigs whilst playing classical music have soared.
Get me one right now.
The order book.
Headline again. Please just read that headline again.
Amid the pandemic, orders for a Brazilian robot that feeds pigs whilst playing classical music has soared.
I would love to be your browser history.
I wouldn't.
Right. They've risen on average 400% per month. 400%.
What the fuck?
There's a lot of chilled out pigs in Brazil, I guess.
Who's buying pig machine feeders?
Brazilian pig farmers.
When you say that they have increased by 400%, does that mean they sold one on their first month and then sold 4 the following month.
Yeah, do you have a units?
And then that's it. Because stats can be very misleading.
No.
No, it just said rose by an average of 400% to 60 units per month. So I will let you do the math.
That's a lot of machines. 60 per month.
60 per month. Yep. It's
I
incredible.
want to be a pig in Brazil.
I know, right?
So you can get classical music. Well, what are they feeding them? That's the question.
I don't know, but do they rub your tummy as well?
So if anyone wants to look these machines up, because
Yeah, I do.
let's be honest, we all want one, don't we?
Brazilian pig machine.
It is Robagro is the company, the privately owned company. ROBO.
Bagro, would you like to have a sponsor? Like, would you like to sponsor it? Oh, wait a minute.
I would love
That third one on my Google history, I've just Googled Brazilian pig machine Ribaro. That third one ain't pigs that play classical music. Maybe Brazilians, but not pigs.
So they squeal classical music.
It might be squealing. Oh, and the fifth one. Oh, and the fourth one. No, this is a bad search term. No, I'm backing out.
It's ROBOAGRO.
Right.
Can we just make it our goal
Robo-
to get the most outlandish sponsors? Like, you get the podcast now, they're sponsored by Manscaped, look after your crown jewels, or they're sponsored by some kind of DraftKings. Can we just get like
Ribaro, the pig feeding company?
Ribaro, the classical music train, pig feeding.
I would proudly display their logo. Screw it, I'm getting rid of this. I'm going virtual background, their logo all behind me. Ribaro, if you're watching, we're in the market. Plus, I'd like one of your pig making machines.
Pig making machines?
Pig whatever machines. Like,
I don't want to be involved in the making of anything.
It's a little secret of mine. I've always wanted a pig badly. And my wife, she called me up one time. I was watching the Britball finals. And she's calling. Can you come home? Can you come home? I'm like, the hell? It was about a week before my birthday. And I come home. I'm like, I said to the guys that I was watching with, I said, guys, I've got to go. Like, something's wrong with the wife. She's like turned into this crazy nut, and I've got to go home. So I left at halftime, and I drive home, and I walk in the door. I'm like, what? She goes, I've got a present for you.
Little pig.
And I'm like, she's done it. She passes me a basket with a blanket in it. I'm like, and we lived on a farm. So I'm like, I'm going to get my mobile bacon station. I opened up. I was like, and I just looked at it.
Was it a Funko Pop of like ham from Toy Story?
I flipped the cover back closed and I just walked off. She went, what's wrong? And I went, well, it's not a pig. It is now my proud little Jack Russell, but he's not a pig.
Do you ever spray painted in pink and put his tail through some curling tongues?
Maybe I need to play him classical music. Maybe I need to get him a Ribaro machine and he will turn into a pig.
Robo-Agro. This is why. Robo-Agro. This is
Ribaro's Robo-Agro. The Ribaro unit from Robo-Agro is what I meant there.
Yeah.
Anyways, right, we are hemorrhaging viewers. So I think it's probably time, episode 20.2 B,
or not,
the third, the return of the Phantom Trio.
I haven't got enough fingers for that.
Is over. It's dead. I look forward to seeing you guys on the virtual tailgate on Sunday, guys. We'll probably chat before there anyway. But some people come back. They're like, "Oi, they're still live."
It's really not worth it.
You didn't miss anything. You didn't miss anything. No, nothing to watch here. Nothing to see. Nothing to see here. We're out.
It's
Go Raiders. There might have been, but you'll never know because you weren't watching. Go Raiders.